Hello, I'm Dave Casullo, CEO of Dinelli Partners, and this is our Tips for Tuesday dose number 46. Today, let's talk about the power of words. What you say as a leader shapes what we become as followers in organizations, communities, and culture. Words are not neutral. In leadership, they do more than describe reality, they shape it. The words a leader chooses become a magnet that attracts possibility or repels cooperation, that ignites resilience or fuels anxiety. The culture of a team, a company, or a city is, in large part, a tapestry woven of the language its leaders choose to use. So here's tip number one: from words to vision. Great leaders first articulate a future worth pursuing. When leaders speak in ways that paint a positive, hopeful future, they give people something to move toward, not merely something to avoid. Framing possibility inspires energy and aligns behavior. Think of Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, not just as rhetoric, but as narrative architecture that turned individual hope into a collective movement, a vision that has influenced hearts for generations. Leaders who articulate a compelling vision with clarity create action. Tip number two: the words you repeat become your culture. Culture is not formed by policies. It's formed by conversation and behaviors. Words repeated most often become the norms people live out. The language leaders choose daily in meetings, emails, and conversations signals what matters. In companies where solution language replaces limitation language, "let's find a way," instead of "we can't," or "here's why that won't work," these teams report higher morale and engagement, as well as measurable increases in performance. What leaders say every day becomes what teams do every day. Here's tip number three: your words influence perception. Words frame reality. They're not just labels. Language influences how people perceive situations, problems, opportunities. Even subtle shifts in phrasing can alter mindsets and behavior. For example, when a leader says, "we're navigating uncertainty and difficulty together," rather than "this is chaos," people feel included and steady rather than confused and alone. Small adjustments shape vast emotional impact. Leaders who frame reality well help people navigate it well. Finally, tip number four: beware narrative manipulation. Words can unify or divide. In today's age of social media and rapid information cycles, misleading narratives spread quickly, often before truth has time to breathe. Leaders must resist hyperbole and sensationalism to protect trust. Even locally, in my hometown, political language in civic debates either builds collaboration or fractures community. A leader who chooses empathy and clarity over fear, distortion, and spin preserves shared vision and hope. Influence, rightly used, brings unity and trust. Misused, it multiplies division. So here's my closing challenge. Leadership isn't about having a lot of words. It's about choosing the right ones. Creation begins with words. Civilizations rise and fall with words. Leadership succeeds or collapses with words. The stories you tell about your mission, your people, and your future can galvanize a vision. If you want help with your words as you lead your organization, contact us at DinelliPartners.com or me directly at dcasullo@DinelliPartners.com. I'll see you next week.